Hey guys, and happy Homebrew Wednesday. Just poured myself up a glass of brown ale. This is the one that I poured up for the work party. Doing really good, tasting real good. Cheers. This week, not a lot going on because I've been doing so much brewing lately. I don't need to be brewing so much anymore. I do have to start brewing up a couple of beers for a local competition in Oslo for November 7th. So I'll be participating in that. And so I've got the wheat beer that's still in the primary. It's been there for about 10 days. So I can go ahead, give it a couple more days, and then I'll rack it off straight up from the primary into the keg, carb it up, and have it ready to go on tap. I've also got the Belgian Quad, the Westy 12 clone. This week I went ahead and racked it into the better bottle and then got that in the fridge and maintaining a constant 50-degree temperature, and it'll stay there for about 6 weeks. So let me go ahead and show you how that looks, and we'll come back. Okay, here we go, racking off the Westy 12 clone, looking really nice. It's a pretty nice color, maybe a little bit light, but going into the carboy, it's looking, yeah, it's kind of dark down there. Probably better lights up here, but you can see in there. It's a nice dark color, even though it was just Pilsner and Pale Malt. All the candy sugar contributions to that. So there we go. Alright, so here it is. It's pretty dark. Really dark. So it's going to sit here at about 10 degrees Celsius, or around 50 degrees Fahrenheit for the next 6 weeks. Alright, so this week I also had a little bit of bad luck. If you remember, a few weeks ago I had brewed up my very first apple cider. Now, what happened with that is completely freak of accident. So I had it here inside this, small little, what do they call these? It's the Vintage Shop 3-gallon carboys. It looks like a really nice carboy. It uses these plastic fittings, but so I had it sitting in my basement bathroom like I usually do at a good temperature, and it was doing really well. I racked it off into another one of these secondary just to let it clarify, get it off the yeast cake, let it clarify before I put in some of the potassium sorbate and all that stuff to clear it, kill it, everything. And while it was in there, it was in there for 3 or 4 days. I hadn't checked on it. I just sort of letting it settle, clarify. And I come into the bathroom and it's like this, and it had apple cider just around the bottom because this had broke. And you can see it right around the collar. I mean, the thing had just busted, fell right off. So that thing came off, and the carboy proceeded to empty onto the floor, and I discovered it a few days later. So yeah, 2.5, nearly 3 gallons of cider just gone. A little bit disappointed. I mean, that's my first experience with a cider, not one to be remembered, hopefully. But what surprised me the most was walking into the bathroom floor. I could see all of these spatter marks from where it had landed on the floor, and then of course there's a drain in the bathroom where it went off into. But as I was walking on the floor going in to clean it up, it wasn't sticky. No sugars. I mean, it had dropped all the way down to 1000, so no sugars to stick to your feet. That was kind of surprising. I do have a second carboy that I can use, but I'm just going to sort of hold off on that for a while. See if there's an issue with these things at the homebrew shop, and maybe there's an alternative. We'll check on that. Another thing I got to do this week was put in my Whirlpool port in the kettle. So let me go ahead and show you some footage of that. Dip in a little bit of oil. Just continue. And I'm through. There. Alright, now we got the hole. And we've got this hole punch. So it's basically just going to screw it on there on the inside. Continue to twist it and it'll pop a hole perfectly right in the side of the kettle. The inside. Get it threaded. Okay, good. Now just take a wrench. Alright. Let's go ahead and just take a wrench. Now it's just to twist it until it pops out. Let's go slow. Oh, it'll come. Just stop to hear it. There we go. There it is. Perfect hole. Go ahead and take a look. It's a nice, perfectly round hole there. Very little around the edges and on the inside. There we go. Nice. Alright, so there it is, the finished Whirlpool port. I got the one fit-in for the weldless fit-in. Now I've got simply a ball valve on that, and then the quick connect on there, the cam lock. So on the inside, I've got, let's see if I can brighten this up a bit, just the inside of the weldless fit-in, and then just an elbow on there. If I wanted to extend it, I can add in a this sort of fit-in, but I don't really think that that's going to be necessary. And I might go ahead and sand down these threads just to get rid of more threads, but should be good for now. Just going to go ahead and wait for my next IPA to give that a really good shot, and looking forward to it. Another thing I did this week was had a double batch of the Dropkick Nate. And those were dry hopping in the secondary. So both of those I put into kegs 2 nights ago. It was Sunday night. They're in the keys are now carbon up, and maybe we can show those off next week. So there you go, guys. I mean, it's a pretty quick one this week. Yeah, not much else going on. Oh, I do want to give a big shout out to Brewing with Bill. He did host the Google Hangout last week, and that was a lot of fun. Had a lot of great guys in there and just had a good chat. Yeah, looking forward to future ones as well. Also shout out to the old fart who was there, and he seems to be one of the most competent with working with Google Hangouts, so he was a big help with everything. So yeah, thanks a lot, guys. I really look forward to joining more, so please do send the invites my way, and I'll join in if I can. So it was a lot of fun. Look forward to more. That's it, guys. I hope you're having a hell of a week. Have a better weekend. Cheers.